Just a quick note
Alvarez
before this
here
free
on
video.
Wrestling
If
Observer
you
Live.
click
We are here every day, Monday through Friday, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, Sunday, 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern, Saturday mornings with Jim Valley, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 Eastern, Sundays with Andrew Zarian. And it is Tuesday here on the show, and you know what that means? We got a lot to talk about here today. I'm sick as a dog. I actually have been since Saturday, but I actually feel fine. I'm just so congested, I can barely breathe. So, God only knows what you'll all hear today. I got ready to blow my nose throughout the show. Thank God Lance is here to cover for me whenever there's an emergency, but we're going to get through this. So, NXT is tonight. Who cares? Raw was last night. We got to talk about that. There was it was kind of a lackluster, probably the most lackluster edition of Raw that we have seen in quite some time. It was the follow-up show to John Cena's final match, his big loss to Gunther at Saturday night's main event. We got to get Lance's thoughts, what he thought about this. So we'll get into that. We'll talk about Raw, and then all of the big shows coming up. There is a Dynamite Holiday Bash coming up on Wednesday, and we have 8 segments/matches announced for the show at this point. And it is a 3-hour edition of the show from Manchester. They've got 11,200 tickets out. It's the biggest, actually this, not just the biggest Dynamite in a long time, but this is the biggest show. I mean, this is doing significantly better than a lot of the recent pay-per-views in terms of how many tickets have been sold. So a lot of big matches, 3 full hours. If I know Tony Khan, probably going to be like 3.5. Got to have some overrun or something. But we'll tell you about that. And all of the rest of the news as well. Wrestle Kingdom, the finals of the Tag League, and plenty more. And we are going to kick it off after the break, everybody. Wrestling Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful.
It's Bryan Alvarez and Big Vinny V, and we hope that you enjoy the show.
Should I do one more time? Huh? I played the entire song before realizing I had not hit record.
I figured as much.
So I had to start the entire show over again. Uh-oh. Is my internet down? My internet died.
Yeah.
All right. Stand by, everybody. Hi, everybody. We're back. And we're just gonna barrel on through, right, Vinny? What do we have on that Facebook thing? Now it says no audio. Jared, do we have audio?
I can hear you.
Honestly, what is going on?
Yeah, we just watched a movie
What
about
is
this.
up with my internet? Lost everybody again. Curry says no problems with the Big Vinny V show.
His words.
Not since the first one.
I was gonna say the very
There have
first
been
one was a
Many
disaster.
problems. Many
Yes.
problems.
We've had quite a few.
Yeah, and you know what I do? I just barrel on through.
Brian.
Barrel on through should be the name of this show. What the hell's going on this week? Like every single show, something goes terribly wrong. Today, I didn't have the music set to go at first. Then I got it set to go, but I forgot to hit record. Finally, I hit record and got the song going right. Golly. One disaster after another here. We're starting 15 minutes late. I still can't find the video, Jared. Is it up? Where is everything? Granny's joining us here today via phone. We cannot connect our audio or video. It's a blank screen. I don't know what's going on. What are we doing? Should we just quit today? I don't know what the problem is, Granny. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what's going on. We still have no video. I got a question. Where's the goddamn video at?
You gotta fire Jared.
All right, now it's up. Hello, everybody.
This is the one you told me to do last week, Undertaker plus Psycho Kid.
Okay.
Are you done laughing?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
done.
Yes, Granny, I apologize.
There'll be more.
Then Psycho Sid comes out with blonde curly hair. Hard to pull. Lasts a while before he gets out of it. I had to give that a 10.
A 10.
Oh, wow.
Undertaker won a match and a belt. That's a 10 on the Granny scale.
Victor is still at it more than ever this week. as far as the soaps go.
Hell of a report, Granny.
All right.
That was a 10 on the Granny soap opera report scale.
Okay, just a minute.
Jared, you're forgiven. Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. All right, back here on the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Lance is joining us here today. This is the most congested I've been in years. Like, years. I actually feel fine, but, like, I couldn't even go to the gym today. I normally could go to the gym when I'm sick, but, like, I can't breathe. I couldn't sleep last night. I know how you feel now. You just lay there and you can't breathe. So it's brutal, man.
Well, the people at the gym are glad you stayed home.
Oh, God. I don't think I'm contagious. Nothing can get out of my body. So it's like, I can't breathe in. I can't breathe out. It's brutal.
Yes, it's rough when your nose doesn't work.
Yeah, it sucks. You know what it does? It sucks. All right. What did you think of John Cena's last match?
I didn't see it.
What?
I didn't
You didn't even
watch
find it on YouTube?
Nope, didn't even try.
What are you doing here today? God.
I watched Raw.
That's the
I
biggest.
saw the finish. What more do you need?
Well, I mean, God, it's the biggest match in years.
Is it?
John Cena's last match? Yeah, of course.
Why? It doesn't really have any ramifications moving forward. Other matches are bigger.
And, I mean, they turned on the Booker for the first time in 3 years since he's taken over. And they turned
Even
on
though
that
it
guy
probably wasn't his call.
big time. Well, in the end, Lance, it was his call because he could have said no. He could have said, brother, just go to sleep, dude. But whatever you do, don't give up. But he just...
Well, the heat certainly transferred to Gunther, at least for last night.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did he put Goldberg to sleep? I assume Goldberg didn't tap.
No, I don't think Goldberg submitted. I think Goldberg went out, if I recall correctly. But yeah.
He could rack up quite the list. There's a lot of people reaching the end of their careers in the next year or so.
He could be retiring a lot of people, but I think the big question is, Lance, you at least saw the finish. Should John Cena have given up after all these years?
I wouldn't have booked it that way. I don't know what they're doing moving forward. I mentioned, I don't know, it was Fun Friday or whatever, that I thought the story when Gunther said he was going to make him give up would be that Gunther would never go for a pinfall. He would keep going for the submission. John would never give up because that's his entire gimmick. And eventually Gunther would give up trying and pin him. And then Gunther gets the win, but Cena maintains his vow to the fans of never giving up. So I wouldn't have had him tap, but not my call.
Well, I thought that Gunther, I mean, he got a lot of heat on the show last night, obviously. I didn't see it as like, industry-changing heat or anything like that.
Well, nothing's changing the industry, Brian.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that's what they want. Like, we just gave this guy John Cena giving up in his final match. Like, he's going to be the top heel for years to come, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I didn't see anything like that. I mean, it was a great reaction and everything like that, especially from a crowd that already sat through 2 hours. But it kind of felt like, it was when Dom, before he really got over, and the people would do that loud booing and not let him talk, it was very much like that. But, I mean, the thing to me that was most notable about it, because I know people are going to argue and go, no, man, it was great heat, blah, blah, blah. After he came out for his interview, we'll go over all of Raw later, but he runs into AJ in the parking lot. And
Who must have been freezing in his T-shirt.
yeah, AJ's in his T-shirt in the frickin' parking lot. There's frost and snow all over Gunther's car. And, so obviously Gunther's retiring AJ as well. I think they gave us that. But first off, I mean, what a beater car this was. Like, no offense if this is your car or anything like that, but, like, this is supposed to be Gunther, the multi-time world heavyweight champion that retired John Cena. Like,
you
It's a
know,
rental.
people have buses and they got limos and they got whatever. I mean, this thing barely started. But anyway, he gets into it and he's about to leave and he rolls down the window and he just goes, AJ, one last thing. And AJ looks at him and Gunther gives a big smile and he goes, ha ha ha, and he does, you can't see me. And like you could hear the crowd, they all burst into laughter. And they laugh for a moment and then realize, oh, wait, we're supposed to hate that guy. And they booed again. But man, when they laughed, I was like, I don't know, man.
The thing
They're
that's
more angry at Hunter than they are at Gunther.
The thing that stood out to me is I didn't get why all of the talent in Adam Pearce are so mad at him.
Oh, I can
He
explain
won a
this.
match fairly. That's his job.
Yeah. You know
Like,
why?
They're like, how dare you make John Cena quit? It's like, not my fault, dude, quit.
You want to know why? Because with all due respect, I'm 50 years old now, and so my filters are slowly falling to the side like grannies. With all due respect, the reason is because they're stupid. That's actually why. Because
Wow.
no, listen, like I try to be nice, but like after a while, it's like there is no excuse other than you're just not thinking. Okay, is that the polite way to say it? You're just not using your brain, or you don't have one. Okay. Last night on the show on Observer Radio, Dave explains to everybody that the company was, quote, blindsided by the response they got after the John Cena Gunther match. Says there are many people in WWE who do not agree with the decision, but the guy in charge did it. That would be Triple H. The one thing I can say is, even though they may say something different publicly, they were blindsided by that reaction. The idea that, like, we did it, we knew it was going to get heat, just the price we pay. When they're all chanting and Triple H goes, I thought it'd be louder, that was a defense mechanism. I don't want to say there was no discussion of a reaction, but I was told there was no discussion of a reaction. And, guys, listen. This is like the Javon thing. This is like, I mean, God, bro, how could you not understand why people were so angry? How? This is not hindsight is 2020. If you would have told anybody with a functioning brain that this is what we're going to do in John Cena's last match, we're going to charge $31,000 ringside. We're going to put 19,000 people in for a celebration of John Cena's career. We're going to put him in the ring with Gunther. And listen, yeah, he's going to lose on the way out, but we're going to make sure that he gives up as well. For 20 years, the guy's gimmick has been never give up. Dude, they had a year of John Cena retirement. How many PLEs did we see where John Cena was on the show and like he comes out and there's 20,000 people all standing up there, all wearing purple because every single person, or as Dave would say, well, not every single one, most of the people bought a John Cena Never Give Up shirt, right? Mm-hmm. How many Never Give Up shirts do you think they sold, not just in the last 20 years, how many do you think they sold this year alone? John Cena shirts that said, never give up. How many of those towels that said never give up do you think they sold? How many hats, never give up, do you think they sold? How many videos of him doing charity work or this and that where he told kids and everybody never give up? How many of those did we have over the last 20 years? And your plan is that the end of the match, after 20 years, he's going to get stuck in a sleeper, and instead of going out on his shield, he is going to give up. That's your plan. And then you're blindsided when the fans, like, hello! God! God, then I hear, everyone was really impressed with Javon Evans and Obafemi. So none of you watch your own developmental? What do you mean you're impressed? Lance, I can't be nice anymore. How stupid can you be? God! He gave up, and you're shocked at the audience reaction? Merry Christmas, everybody!
Never considered it might be a negative one.
God! I gotta take a break. Back in a moment, Observer Live.
You're clear.
What I do know is that the dinosaurs didn't give up. They took that asteroid like lizards.
Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Okay, can everyone hear it?
Yeah.
There's a mystery bell at Granny's house. She can't hear it. Take off your headphones for a second.
I had them on wrong anyway.
Okay.
I can't get them on right. What?
Take them off and listen.
You have it in your elbow?
Is the fan on a computer?
Nothing.
All right, well, this is going to be an exciting show.
Gonna have bells ringing through the whole thing, and it's every week. It's gotta be me.
Do you have a neighbor that's an ice cream man
No,
practicing out there?
I got a neighbor that smokes marijuana.
I'm sure you do. I guess
Whatever that noise is, I mean, it's still going.
Yeah, it's not going to stop, dude.
Brian, do you want me to get off here and go see if open the door and see if there's anything out there?
You think something's out the front door?
Is he ringing the bell the entire time?
No, Granny, you don't.
Let me in! Let me
it's
in!
It's fine. It's fine.
If it's death, don't open the door.
Thank you, Craig. This person thinks it's a stove timer.
Have you burned the roast?
No, I don't have a stove. You want me to just get off here?
No. We're going to barrel through it.
I'd love it.
You're not even doing anything. Granny, Nick says that you've got an old-fashioned analog alarm clock in Terry's bedroom.
I don't know. I got a new alarm clock, battery operated. Is that what she meant?
Well, whatever it is, it's going haywire right now.
Oh, it might be my alarm,
Do you think?
but it's way back in the bedroom.
Don't worry about it right now. But when the show's over, you might want to go...
That's what it is.
Okay.
Solve the mystery.
Is there a reason you didn't turn it off when it started ringing?
Well, I wasn't in there. I didn't.
Duh.
I took a nap. I took a nap and set the alarm. I thought I shut it off, but I probably didn't.
No.
You probably didn't.
That's life.
I would say with a good deal of certainty that you didn't turn it off.
Brian, that's life around here.
Yeah, I'm well aware. I do the show with Dave, too.
Say,
Hear all sorts of things in the background.
did I do that? You know,
Yeah, you did do that.
or I thought I did that, but I didn't.
In there.
I wake up and I see lights on, and I say, I didn't turn those lights on. What's going on?
Maybe the place is haunted.
Could be.
Okay.
It's my brain that's haunted.
Well, I hope not. Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe.
Just went on a swearing rampage during the break. I didn't even get to my point. I was so mad. And before I get to my point, I'll give you a chance to talk in a second, Lance. But listen, I don't want to get mad at the chat on top of everything else, but stop trying to make this a tribal thing. Tony does things as well that I'm like, how would you not know this? Okay? Everybody does it. And also, as far as like the tribal thing, guys, they didn't do this on purpose to troll you. When you say that they did this on purpose to troll you, you are giving them too much credit for intelligence. Do you understand? They did this because they thought that it was the right thing to do. They thought it was the time-honored tradition. They thought that this was what's best for business. Okay? That's what they thought. I don't even care. Like, I think the guy should have won. He should have won, okay? But, like, I don't care if he gets put in a sleeper and he goes unconscious. And I don't think the fans would have turned on the match like I think they would have been upset if he lost. Don't get me wrong. But, like, the pivotal moment of that match was when they could tell this guy ain't getting out of the sleeper. Like, he ain't getting out. He's been fighting for 5 minutes, and he's just not getting out. Well, at that point, when they chanted, "Don't give up," that was the fans just basically going, all right, like, we accept, we're at the acceptance stage of death, okay? But at the very least, dude, just don't give up. And then he gave up, okay? That's not trolling you. They were so stupid, they didn't understand that the fans, more than anything else, just didn't want him after 20 years to be proven a liar and a hypocrite. That's the problem. Yes, Lance.
This is actually something I taught students when I had my wrestling academy. Because they would talk about, okay, you're going to do a submission finish tap. I'm like, okay, great. And they're like, well, how long should I milk it? And I'm like, if you're a baby face and you're going to tap, you can't milk it too long. Because if the crowd starts chanting, please don't tap, and then you do, you're such a loser.
You'll let him down.
If you're a heel, you don't have to worry about it. You can milk it as long as you want. But as a baby face, if you think they're about to start chanting that, tap first. Or obviously, if you could play the option of going out, it avoids it. But yeah, when the crowd's begging you to not give up, and you do, I think, again, he's someone who could have called an audible if he wanted to. I think I'd have called the audible and just went to sleep.
Yeah, this person here goes, for scene it was cinematic to zoom in on his face. He smiles, he taps, and he basically says, okay, it's time to rest. Yeah, time to rest. Zoom in on his face, he smiles, and he goes to sleep. He doesn't quit.
It was a tribute to Ready to Rumble, Brian.
God.
Make Filthy Tom happy. It was a tribute to the cover of Ready to Rumble.
Guys, do you remember when CM Punk did that pipe bomb promo? It's one of my favorite stories. The pipe bomb promo was supposed to be a heel promo.
Yes.
Vince McMahon thought that CM Punk was going to get booed for burying WWE and burying Vince and the whole shebang. Not because he was trying to troll you, because he was an idiot. He thought that was going to be... He thought if you say something negative about me in WWE, well, that guy's going to be a heel. Well, that guy became like Robin Hood. That's CM Punk. If CM Punk passed away tomorrow, what is he most famous for? The pipe bomb. If CM Punk passes away when he's 100, what is he going to be most famous for? The pipe bomb. A promo that was supposed to be a heel promo, but wasn't. Guys, do you remember Brett Screwed Brett? Brett Screwed Brett. Vince thought, I am going to convince these fans that Brett was wrong and I was right. That was not Vince deciding, you know what, I'm going to go full heel. That's going to be the beginning of my heel run. Vince thought that Brett Screwed Brett promo was a babyface promo that would turn the fans against Brett and side with him over what he did. So, in their minds...
Made a lot of money with that mistake.
Gunther going out and talking about how he made John Cena give up like a little bee is like some big heel thing, even though that's exactly what he did. And I was watching it going, you know what? If John Cena would have been caught in that sleeper and he fought and he fought and he fought and he fought and he fought, and then he just went unconscious, okay? He just went out, went to sleep, just like Goldberg. And then this guy shows up the next day and goes, after all these years, after 20 years of selling these t-shirts and selling these hats and selling these towels, I made John Cena give up. Well, now he got heat because he didn't. And it's not like, oh, well, you know, the heel lies and then later the babyface can come back. And John Cena's gone, dude. He can never defend himself. And Gunther is going to lie about it until now you've got the wrestlers all angry. Adam Pearce all angry. Are you happy with yourself? You lied. You go out there and you lie to the people. That's at least some heat. Instead, this guy went out and said exactly what he did. And like everyone's mad at him.
Did it clean.
Yeah, he beat him clean in the middle of the ring and made him give up. I was like, God, why is everyone angry at this guy? This makes no sense.
I was dumbfounded too, although it made Gunther a babyface for me when they declared that Gunther proved that pro wrestling is superior to sports entertainment.
Yeah, was that supposed to be a heel line? That was a babyface line if I ever heard one.
I was dumbfounded they would say that, considering how long they've been touting sports entertainment.
So anyway, that's that. Who cares?
It reminds me, I think it was during the Randy Orton thing, but there was a segment, I remember Dreamer was still working in the office, where they brought Jake back, and they had a segment where Jake was supposed to be a heel, and he, does the short arm and goes for the DDT, and then someone cuts him off right before the DDT. And Dreamer pointed out, it's like, he'll get booed. It's like, no, Jake's a heel, and it's like, everybody's going to want to see Jake do the DDT. They love Jake's DDT. If you prevent him from doing the DDT, the guy will get booed. And they said, never happen. And they did it. And Tommy was right.
Yeah, there was actually, I don't remember the exact spot, but there was one of those 50,000 four-ways that WWE does. And somebody was going to do a move that everybody loved. And it might have been CM Punk, or it was like a big, maybe Cody, or it was like a big babyface and never gets booed. And they prevented the move, and they got booed. And it was like, there's so many simple things in wrestling, and I just imagine everyone backstage baffled. They do the spot, and the heel pulls the table out from under the ring, and all the fans cheer. Like, are you baffled as to why that happens? The fans want to see a table more than they want to see anything else in this match. Whoever pulls out the table is going to be a babyface. So why would you have the heel pull out the table when you have three other babyfaces in the ring in a six-man or whatever? But they continually do it.
Yeah, I forget who it was, but someone, and it was the best, clearest, simplest definition of babyface and heel. And it's like the babyface is the guy who tries to give the fans what they want, and the heel is the one who tries to prevent it.
Yes. Why is this difficult?
I don't know.
By the way, another note here that for those of you that watched Raw last night, it did certainly appear like Javon had been called up because, he's entering into a feud on Raw with a six-man unit. So he's going to have to go through two guys to get to the main guy, at which point they'll probably have a feud. And I had people texting last night, did Javon get called up? Did Javon get called up? He was on Saturday night's main event, Obafemi, Sol Ruka. Well, I've been told that as of right now, nobody has been called up.
They're just on the main roster.
Well, it was pointed out to me that at this time of the year, this is not unusual. Like last year at this time, it was Jakara and Lash. They were all over the main roster for 2 months, and neither of those was an official call up. But they've got holiday tours, they've got this or that. So apparently, this is just this time of year. And the other reason also, I think, and this was also pointed out to me, yesterday we heard about all these injuries. J.D. McDonough got surgery.
His hand, for those concerned.
Yeah, Damian Priest talked about how he was working injured. L.A. Knight, they're selling an injury. And there's some others as well. So I was pretty much told that this is also the time of year where, because the Royal Rumble is coming and then WrestleMania season, you are going to see a fair number of people take time off to heal up these lingering issues they've been working with. And so, with people off the road for that reason, they're going to need more bodies to fill those spots. So I think it's just a combination of a lot of things. But the point is, no, Javon has not been called up. He's going to return to NXT on Tuesday and wallow, as he does, and probably the same with everybody else as well.
And those wondering, Jakara is now in TNA.
Yeah, she got called up to
name.
TNA.
Mara Sade, yes.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what you can say or not say about this, but apparently TNA signed a bunch of people to short-term contracts. What's the story here?
I have no idea.
What good are you?
Hey, they give me my schedule. I don't know. I half the time have to ask them, are they with us now, or what's going on?
Well, they've signed a bunch of people to 3-month deals. According to Fightful, Jake something, Zach Wentz, AJ Francis, Steve Macklin, Joe Hendry obviously has gone to WWE, but I guess the 3-month deals are to give them an option to, I don't even know why. I guess they're willing to sign 3-month deals.
See what the new schedule looks like? I don't know.
Yeah, make a decision after after they debut on
AMC.
AMC.
January 15th, 9 till 11.
Yes, AMC. Oh, man. I don't even want to read. I was going to talk about the NXT year-end awards, but I'm not in the mood. Okay. When we come back, we'll talk about Raw. If we have time later, we'll talk about more. It'll be a lot of fun, everybody. As not fun as I sound right now. Back in a moment, Observer Live.
Granny, what's happening? What do we got for the wrestling report here today?
Talk or something.
Talk or something.
So Niven comes in, jumps on Bailey with her overweight body a couple of times, doesn't mind playing dirty, leaves Bailey on the mat in lots of pain. I found this book. It's called Limericks from the Heart.
Is this a Lanny Poffo book?
Let me finish this one. This guy's name is Lanny Poffo. And there are 335 pages in here. Can you guess what it's about?
Smoking.
Oh,
Sean
Yes.
the Wizard.
have you read it?
We read it every week for about 6 months.
When I first started.
Wow.
Why don't we start reading some questions, and we'll see if we can spur some answers out of Granny. Shall we try?
No, I don't think so.
Let's try.
Then you'll really find out how dumb I am.
Granny, did you know there was a wrestling bear?
No, and I don't care.
All right.
It's a bear that wrestled people.
I still don't care.
Okay.
Is Granny frozen?
Granny, you frozen?
No, I'm ready to read my report.
Your picture is frozen.
It is.
Yeah. Or you're doing a great job as a ventriloquist.
Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa, or whatever his last name is. Paul Newman is watching this match, and he's not on
Excuse me?
Cody's side. What's the matter?
Absolutely nothing. Everything's great.
You know, Cody did say that he was looking for a manager. I think him and Paul Newman would be a
What a handsome pair.
a dashing duo.
That guy's a movie star, isn't he?
Since you're on the phone, why don't we just jump right into your wrestling report and such, and then we'll let you go and we'll do Facebook without you.
Can I lay the phone down and can you hear me?
You can try. Why don't you give it a shot?
Okay.
Oh, boy. It's going to be a disaster. I can already tell.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. That's all right, I guess.
Go ahead.
No, it's your segment. You're gonna read
Read us jokes.
or your wrestling report or whatever. I see Granny has now put the phone back up to her ear.
I'm just, for now.
Do you have the soaps or anything else, Granny, or is that it?
I want to quit for now.
Okay. Well,
No more.
instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. Back in the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Lance Storm is joining us here today. A couple of things. So, Cody Rhodes and Drew, there was a angle they did on social media, which I presume is going to air on SmackDown this Friday. But it opens with Drew and Nick Aldis. They're having a sit down to, I guess, get him reinstated. It's like so weird. It's like he gets suspended, but then Aldis is like, well, we can't bring him back. It's going to be very difficult. We're doing our best, but it's hard. I'm like, why?
Aren't you the boss?
You're the guy that sent him home. Just bring him back. So then he has a meeting to try to bring him back, and not only
does he agree to bring him back? But he's coming back with a championship match. Like, okay. So
Heck of a punishment.
yeah, brutal. So then, they're talking about this and that, and Drew ends up saying, "I want a stipulation in order to agree to return, and that is that we're gonna have a future title match, and if he lays one finger on me before the match, he will be stripped of the title." And in return, McIntyre will be fined and have to apologize to a referee. So they eventually agree on this or whatever. And he's going to be coming back. And then suddenly, McIntyre's phone, ding, 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 his Ring camera or whatever outside his house. Cody has gone to his house. And I guess they're at his house. So, in fact, I know they are because that's where the brawl started. McIntyre runs outside. They get in this big fight. They're beating each other up all over the place. I guess the contract must not have been drawn up yet because they're just beating on each other.
Well, did his fingers make contact? Maybe he just kicked him a lot.
Nah, they definitely beat the crap out of each other. They were going for each other's eyes. And one of the security guys, apparently there's like multiple security people that work at Drew McIntyre's house, which he must make a lot of money. One of them gets thrown into the lake.
Does.
I laughed at that one. Somebody had to take a bump into the pond. And then McIntyre throws Cody into one of his Christmas gimmicks outside. Because I like to imagine Drew McIntyre happily setting up Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer outside his house. And then it ends with Cody screaming, "Merry Christmas, a-hole!" And the thing goes off the air. They shot this like a movie. It was like, whatever
The multi-camera shoot.
24 frames per second and very theatrical. But it was kind of a little bit wacky. But it's up on social media if you want to check it out. So head up there and do that. And also, should mention, I think we have mentioned this before, Zack Sabre Jr. and Ryohei Oiwa won the Tag League Finals, beating Gabe Kidd and Yota Tsuji. And, my God, jeez, these guys beat the bejesus out of each other. There's a spot where Gabe and Oiwa are doing the striking battle, and Oiwa goes, bam! He hits him with the big forearm to the face, and Gabe Kidd goes down. And then Oiwa goes to lift him up, and Gabe just like shoves him off, and then crawls over to the ropes, and he kind of drapes himself in the ropes, and then he's beckoning to this camera guy, and this camera guy comes over, and Gabe Kidd goes, and he's missing a tooth, and he just shows his missing tooth, and he shakes his head, and he gets back into the ring, and him and Oiwa have a stare down, and Gabe just goes, he freaking hit this guy so hard. And the announcer's like, well, there's the receipt. And, and man, then
he's stealing Shiloh's gimmick.
They got right back into it again. And they, they finished the match and everything like that. But, I was immediately like asking, people that I know have worked with Gabe, has he been missing a tooth? Does he have that tooth gimmick where he can take the tooth out or whatever? And I've not found one person so far to say that they knew he was missing a tooth. So he might have his tooth knocked out here in this match for all I know.
Dang.
But, man, they were pounding on each other. And then, like, the finish is Oiwa giving Gabe this lariat. The finish is a lariat. And if you see this lariat, like, Gabe Kidd may as well retire with John Cena. I mean, this guy landed, nothing but his head on the ground. Ooh. And his head goes, and then his body goes all the way the other way. I mean, it was so freaking brutal. I was like, oh, my God. So, Zack Sabre and Oiwa have won the Tag League, and now Yota Tsuji has nothing else to worry about at the Tokyo Dome except winning the IWGP title. So anyway, that's a match to see, especially like the last 15 minutes. Jiminy Christmas. All right, well, we'll open it with Gunther coming out, and he's just soaking in the booze. He's soaking in the "you tapped out" chants. He's like, I tapped out? And then he just cuts his promo saying, I made John Cena tap out like a little bee. It is my time now. I will forever be the man who made John Cena give up. And he leaves. And if he would have just left and we didn't see him again, I'd be like, okay, that's promo of the year. But he had to come back. And comes back, gets on the announce table, does the same thing, same promo. And got a great reaction. Goes backstage. Tozawa and Otis are mad at him. Truth is mad at him. And Gunther's just blowing him off. Adam Pearce is mad at him. And then Adam Pearce is so mad at him for going out there and telling the truth that he tells him, you've got to go home.
He won.
So he goes home after making fun of AJ Styles and John Cena as well. So then we had the Usos and the New Day. So if you watch this show, I know how it gets on the chat. Oh, WWE, no one cares, no heat. Dude, Raw and SmackDown normally have a great crowd, but this was not one of those days. And the reason for that, one of the reasons, I like to think the reason is like they were just so over this company because of the John Cena finish. But the reality is they did a Raw SmackDown taping, and even though SmackDown airs after Raw, they actually taped Raw first and then they taped SmackDown first and then went live with Raw. So, Gunther comes out, and it's already over 2 hours into the show. And I had people that, emailed me there, and they were just like, this show was just way too long. I mean, we were exhausted. Especially after booing, they booed Gunther so vociferously, and then they did the yeet party. And by the time they were finished yeeting, I mean, they were spent. And the rest of the show was just like, they were struggling for life. And so this match didn't have a lot of heat. Match was okay. Usos hit the 1D, got the pin, and I thought it was all right. They announced Rhea and Io versus Kabuki Warriors January 5th, which is the same day they're doing Gunther or Punk and Braun Breaker for the title. Then we had a segment with Logan, Paul, Braun, and Bronson backstage, and Braun wants to just go out and kill Punk, and Paul tells him, just wait. Don't kill him so he can't show up for the title match. Just be patient. And you know what this Braun Breaker isn't? Patient. Yes. Io and Rhea came down to the ring. I don't know what they were going to do. They're in their street clothes. Maybe just like talk. But they get attacked by the Kabuki Warriors. They destroy them. Asuka sprays the mist. They destroy both of them. Asuka holds Rio for the elbow, but Io rushes in and takes the elbow to the spine. And it's got some heat. It was like a good angle, but not exceptional heat. They were tired. What'd you think of Maxine and Ivy Nile?
I struggle with Maxine, green and experienced woman, and that's, again, her character as well, being this kick-butt shooter. Like, it just seems like a bit of a stretch for me that just jumped from really an experienced woman who doesn't know how to wrestle yet, and again, this is the presentation on television, to she spent some time with Natty at the dungeon, and now she is a UFC fighter and making people tap. It's a bit of a stretch for me. She's certainly improving, but I'm not there yet.
Well, I thought the match was, I think maybe I had low expectations, might have been what it was. I thought it was fine. And, last night on Observer Radio, I was talking about how it seemed like one of those NXT matches where they go to the Performance Center and they choreograph the entire match and then they get in the ring and they do it. I think because it went, it wasn't great. And I think the big issue is that Maxine is just really slow. Like, a lot of her offense is really slow. I thought Ivy did a good job. But I found out today that they did not rehearse this at the Performance Center. This was apparently put together the day of the show, just like those matches with Becky. And for a match put together the day of the show, I thought they did a pretty good job.
She's got a great nip up. There's just, you can execute moves well and have a match that you can look at in a bubble and say it's fine. But it's the suspension of disbelief, the ability to believe is still something with me. And there's just, again, you mentioned that Maxine is not particularly fast. Well, she's not a large woman either, and she's doing the Vader squisher in the corner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're a really thin woman. This is something that Vader used to do, or, Nia Jax could do. It just seems like it's, yes, these are moves she did, and she did them correctly, but it doesn't submerge me in the believability of the match, if you will.
So the finish was the ankle lock with the scissored leg, and just like John Cena, Ivy gave up.
Niall gave up.
Yeah. I don't like to give them ideas because they're going to probably make a lot of money and I won't see any of it. But Gunther needs to make a John Cena shirt that says, just give up. He'd probably sell a lot.
He gave up shirt?
No, just give up. It should be exactly like John Cena's shirt, except where it says don't, it should just say just. Just give up. Hey, you got a problem in life? Just give up. Hey, you having a rough day? Just give up. You having a fight that you don't think you can win? Well, you can't. Just quit. That's the lesson we learned from John Cena after his illustrious 20-year career. Had the Javon segment, and then we had a great CM Punk promo. I thought this was CM Punk's best promo in a long time.
This was angry chip on his shoulder Punk.
Yeah, I thought maybe this was the best promo since he's actually come back. I love this promo. And he's angry at Braun Breaker. He freaking buries this guy. He buries his family. He buries Rick and Scott. That's a ballsy guy, dude. That's more ballsy than when he fought in UFC.
I hope he got permission first.
Yeah, holy smokes. Tells him not to mess with my wife or I forget what he said. He's going to do something bad to his skull or something like that. But anyway, I thought this was an awesome promo. If there's two things you should watch on this show, it's the Gunther promo and it's the CM Punk promo. Those were awesome.
Angry Punk is the best Punk.
We had Steph and Raquel with an atrocious finish. Nikki just attacked Stephanie for the DQ. It was just hideous. And then...
well, she attacked both, so it should be a no contest.
Well, I mean, she attacked Stephanie and they rang the bell. So technically, at that point, it's a DQ. Then she attacked the other lady after the match. She didn't attack him.
You shouldn't award Raquel a victory.
Well, I don't think it doesn't matter. But the point is, Raquel got shoved into the steps.
It does matter. It's a sport.
And
there's rules. It's a no contest if no one won.
They didn't show this, but Raquel hit those steps hard. And she had this giant freaking goose egg on her head. And, yeah, concussion protocol. Which does not mean, by the way, that she has a concussion. Anytime you get any sort of head injury and you get the goose egg, they put you in concussion protocol just to make sure you're okay. So she may be fine today for all I know. Braun got put in concussion protocol a couple of weeks ago, and he was fine later in the evening. So then, maybe it was a different. Anyway, he got, I think it might have been his leg, something
Either
happened.
way, the protocol means they want to make sure you don't have one.
Yes, exactly. And then we had Ray and Logan Paul as the main event. Skipping a bunch here, but this match was all right. I mean, Logan Paul is just like a guy right now. I mean, they don't protect him. They don't, have him go in with great guys and plan the matches out and practice them. So he's just kind of like he's better than average green guy, but he's still a green guy. And he won. And then we had the mystery man reveal. And I'll tell you who it is after the break. Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Let's do this unnecessary censorship.
Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just your ass.
That was terrible. Horrible. They weren't the Heart Foundation. They weren't the British Bulldogs, okay? They're two geeks. And this celebration these guys did.
Oh.
I mean, they're like, Sean, give me brother! Yeah!
A place like that?
You two dorks. That's what you did! Why are you so excited?
Because they're awesome.
Okay. That was better than the first one.
It picked up at the end there.
Yes.
Unnecessary censorship.
He beat him, and 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 he beat him. I'm sweating.
Time to stop.
And he beat him,
Was this edited?
and then he beat him, and he
I don't
beat
think so.
him. I actually wore that shirt. It just says he beat him, he beat him, he beat him all the way down. Like,
All the way down, you say?
I dropped her off at camp, and the camp counselor just looks at me. She goes, he beat him and beat him. I was like, gag gift.
Brian, would you for me again this week? It's too hot to do much.
That's true. It is too hot to do much.
I guess I just better do it because it came up for me.
I'll wait.
It won't come up again. It's pretty short, so I'll just do it. Yeah. Now I gotta find it back.
Okay.
It isn't
Dale, I'm
coming
gonna
up.
kill you. How about you just it? Okay.
Ouch.
What else have we got, Vinny? Hope the granny licks her finger to turn the page. Lick that finger. There'll be
Page
an
2.
unnecessary censorship coming up. Lick that. Okay, let's see. Unnecessary censorship.
So Oro Ethan after the match and gets his ass just into the earth.
Vinny.
And Ethan is leaving, holding his all confident. And then Oro just comes back to life, and now he Ethan's ass.
Oro jumps him from behind.
Yep.
Then he his ass after cheap shotting the guy. Haha. That was interesting. That's quite unnecessary. Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. Back in the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. So, the Mystery Man ended up costing Ray the title. The Masked Man. And then he and Logan had a stare down until Punk ran down with a chair. Masked Man escaped into the crowd. Took off his mask. And it was Austin Theory with a buzz cut. Austin Theory with a buzz cut, which we all knew. But the fans actually chanted Austin Theory at him. I couldn't even believe my ears. After all those years, finally got a babyface chant when he was a heel. So, Braun posed with the title as the show ended. Very blah edition of Raw, I would say.
Yeah, amazed that the big reveal of the Masked Man isn't even in the closing shot.
No. Nope. They did it, and he just stood there. Just stood there for a long time. So I guess he's part of the Vision, would be my guess.
Is he?
Well, that was the plan. I mean, originally he was going to be in War Games on the Vision team. So they changed things after Seth got hurt. But I presume that he's going to be with the group because Paul Heyman is high on the guy. You know, he's high on him. So we'll see how it goes. Apparently after this also they taped the Cody segment for SmackDown after Raw. Because I guess SmackDown ran long and they had to go live for Raw. So they taped the final segment with Cody. Or they aired it after Raw went off the air. And apparently the people were into it, so that's at least good. So anyway, we got to wrap it up. I'm going to go try to recover. I'll be back later on tonight. Brian and Vinny and Granny and Craig show. No Sean, he's very busy with all the flooding around here, covering it for the news. But we will be back for that tonight. TNA Impact 20 years ago this week. Check it out, everybody. And that is it. We'll talk to you again after a while.